Hey everybody, it's Sam, the sex robot guy. I'm here to answer a few questions about my robots, my art. You can follow link in the description to my Etsy and my Patreon. Come out and support me. We offer a whole range of sex robots on the market today. I think we are bleeding edge. And I think if you get in on the ground floor now, we're not we don't have stock, but when we'll let you know when that happens. But I get in on the ground floor. So you guys sent in a couple of questions because I think a lot of people don't understand what it's like to work in or with sex robots, so I thought I'd just answer a few questions. How did I get into this? Well, I got into this back in... I first got my start in 2012. That's 14 years old? Yeah, 14 years old. It was freshman year of high school. We had a technology class, and I remember we had this project that we could... we had like this bicycle with this like a drive on the back you could make smoothies for. It was for a charity drive. I remember sitting on that and I thought, man, there's some real potential here. There's some actual. And at first I didn't think it would be sex. I didn't think it would be a sex robot. I just figured there'd be a lot of use for bicycle in developing technology field. And well, it happened to be that I was sitting down, I was watching a video about sex, and it came to me, why not incorporate the bike to the sex robot? So I got my bike. What I did was I modified the seat a little bit, and what I did was on the back wheel I put a paintbrush essentially, and it's oriented so that when the wheel comes around, paintbrush kind of glides there, and the beauty of it is that as it goes around, you got your paintbrush. Beauty of it is it works for both men and women. For a man, it kind of just tickles the. It's a bit crass because what? It tickles the taint. Let's be honest with ourselves. It tickles the taint. And for ladies, it kind of just hits the labia, and it's out of there, and then it comes back around. It's actually kind of nice. But yeah, that was how I got my start. It was back in 2012 from a technology class, and just really needing to masturbate. It's not elegant. I don't think many people get it. I didn't get into it for the money. People don't get into this for the money. They do it for the love of the art. Was my first robot. What was my first robot? That's a good question. My first robot, well, I just told you about my first robot. My first commercial robot, let's go with that. My first commercial robot, that was in, that was 2016. 2016 was my first commercial robot, and what I did was I had essentially had a blender. I mixed a blender with a dildo. Yeah. Next question. Any future robots coming up? My future robots. Well, I've been focusing really heavily right now on female pleasure because I think that's really important. I think a lot of people are overlooking the female pleasure. So far, in the old the brain house, the works for the sex robots, we've got a what is it? It's essentially another. It's kind of an homage to the bike. The bike, but my first robot. It's kind of an homage to that. It's a tribute. And it's similar idea with the paintbrush going around, but instead of the paintbrush, I thought, well, it's kind of a crude system, so you thought you could improve on it. And to improve on it, I thought, what better way than to, kind of take something we all know and love, and I was thinking a vibrator, right? But that's a bit of an inelegant solution. It's already there. Why come get the bike with a dildo on it? You can just get that somewhere else. I'm taking a nose hair trimmer, and like a cush ball, and I put the cush ball on the end of the nose hair trimmer. I think it does a better job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it just does a better job. Well, I'm told it does a better job. I can't really speak to it, but I've been told. You know, a lot of this work doesn't get a lot of, you know, praise, a lot of credit. Um, and so I think it's important just to talk about it, you know. Once again, you can, if you want to support me and all I do, you can check out the links in the description. Um, let's get another question. What kinds of robots would I like to see? Well, as I said, I'd like to see more female pleasure robots. I think women often get overlooked. I think there's a lot of stigma around female masturbation, you know. There's a lot of stigma behind it, and I kind of want to clear that up, if I'm honest with you. I'm from Bruce, Wisconsin. Just like an hour north of like Oshkosh, around there, kind of out of the way, out of the woods. And you know, when I tell people I do this, when I go back home, I tell people I do this. You know, you get a lot of funny looks. People don't want to hear about your sex robot business. It's really there's a lot of stigma, and clearing that up, I think, is important. Yeah, I had a friend, actually. My friend John Adam. He kind of he was one of my good friends in high school, and it's tough because you make and you lose friends along the way. You know, when you tell somebody, hey, I've got this great idea, I'm going to share my heart, my soul with you, will you come with me? And then you get a lot of no's. You got a lot of angry no's. And like my friend John Adam, one of my best friends, he just gave me a middle finger, you know, and walks off. So I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? What are you gonna do? I mean, I'm not proud of my work. I think there's nothing to be proud of. I mean, at the end of the day, be proud of your work, but don't be satisfied with it, you know? I'm always looking for the next robot, the next best sexual experience, you know? Next question, do I have a girlfriend? No. She kind of got back with her ex the other day. You know, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I'm fine, but I am in the market. What are things I look for in a robot? Versatility. Versatility is always big. Durability, versatility. Those are the two. You know, they say comedy comes in threes, sex robots come in twos. I think that's a good standby. Okay, we got one more question. Do I recommend anybody for sex robots? Well, as I said, if you like my stuff, you can always support me in the link below. If not, I recommend Pegasus Dildos LLC. They're really great. They're based out of Green Bay. I can't really speak to it. I guess I can speak to it because I've ordered a lot from there, but I don't really use any of them. They're kind of for prototype stuff. They're really good place to workshop. There's a few good places in Madison, like a Woman's Touch. That's always a great place. This industry is really on the come up. I think it's really on the come up, and I think it's important for people to get on the ground floor. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. I probably will do another Q&A in the future. So if you just want to tweet at me, Facebook message me, let me know. I'll be here and I'll answer your questions. All right. Well, as always, folks, have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful weekday. Yeah.